All right. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Barcelona news roundup, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this on social media, guys. But we are back. We took a break for a few days, but we are back with some news roundup. And yes, guys, the title is not fake, guys. Salah to Liverpool? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? But listen, guys, we're gonna get into it, guys. But like I said, make sure you guys like the video. But listen, guys, there is a lot of legs into this rumor that's actually come out recently due to actually something that's kind of come out at Liverpool. Apparently, this contract situation between Salah and Liverpool has kind of gone a little bit of a stalemate, according to the rumors. Salah has been asking for more money, and basically the club are kind of stalling. And look, I'm going to be very honest with you. As far as that whole situation between Liverpool and Salah, that has nothing to do with me personally. I'm more interested in the rumor basically linking Salah to Barcelona. Now, according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are actually looking at the debate. There's a debate going in Barcelona that, could we potentially go in for Mohamed Salah? Because let's be real, Mohamed Salah's contract runs out at the end of the season. And basically he's demanding for a longer contract and to be paid higher. Now, I have my own opinions on that whole situation, but I'm not really going to go into a whole debate about that because I'll be here all day. However, the fact that there is a debate going around at Barcelona right now for this player tells me it's very interesting, because the reason why there's a debate going on in the club right now for this guy is because, honestly, on a real, it's because, let's be honest, he is a right winger. And if you guys know, at the right wing, that's where Lamine Yamal plays, and that's where basically a lot of this, confusion, and I guess the little bit of debate is coming from, because the thing is, the doubts is that apparently, from as you guys can see, Yamal is the one who they want playing in that right wing, but the issue is, Lamine Yamal is basically our only right winger, because I feel like Rafinha has kind of cemented himself as a starting lineup player, and he's going to be playing out in the left. So, I guess they basically, a lot of the reasons why a lot of people are very, very concerned at the club is because they feel like, Salah coming to the club is going to stunt the growth of Lamine Yamal. Now, I have my own opinions on all of that. And my honest opinion is that, here's the thing. At the end of the day, the biggest problem that I see at Barcelona right now is we do this thing where we keep having these youngsters, right, who have potentials to be great. And when we put them in the lineup, we start overplaying these players and then eventually make them injury prone, i.e. Pedri, i.e. Ansu Fati. Now, this is the issue here. At the end of the day, is Salah the same player that he was 10 years, 7, 8, 5 years ago? No, he's not. But what he is still a top class player. He's still playing at the top level right now, at Liverpool right now. This is why a lot of Liverpool fans are not happy with the whole contract situation, because they do want to keep him. They do want to keep him at the club. The issue is the club are looking at his age as a problem, because they don't want to tie him down for a longer contract and for more money. Now, at the end of the day, at Barcelona, I'm going to be very honest with you. If we do decide to go in for Salah, I don't think we're going to go trying to sign him for a long-term deal, because at the end of the day, I'm not one of these people that really looks a lot about age, but let's be real, Salah is 32. And also, let's be clear, we're not the only team that is after him. Like right now, for the last 2 seasons, Saudi have been trying to get this guy. They've been trying everything. They've been trying absolutely everything to get this player to go there. And this is the perfect opportunity. And let's be honest, Saudi will give him the contract that he wants. They will give him the long-term contract that he wants, and they will give him the money that he wants as well. Now, it only depends on Salah himself. Does Salah want to stay in Europe? Does he want to maybe go to, maybe try his luck on another club, maybe come to Spain, go to Barcelona or something like that? That is very, very much interesting. Really depends on the player. But as far as I am concerned, the only way I'm looking at this in two ways. Would I like Salah at Liverpool, Barcelona? Honestly, my honest opinion, yes. He's still a top player. He will contribute. He will add stuff to our team. It's not like he's going to come in and be a dead weight, right? At the end of the day, we do need squad depth. I'm going to be very honest with you. Because yes, Yamal is the future. And Yamal is definitely the future. Anyone who watches Barcelona knows he is the future of the club. But here's the thing. Here's the honest to God thing, right? We can't, this kid is still young. He's 18. And the problem with the club is we seem to forget that some of these footballers are human beings and they need to be treated in a certain way. You can't keep overplaying these players every single time. This is why we ended up ruining a player like Ansu Fati who had the potential that Yamal has. But now the guy can't keep fit for more than 5 games. Why? Because he was getting overplayed. It's like we don't learn our lesson. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, at the end of the day, what Salah would bring to the club is he plays in different areas. He can play in the number 10 role / second striker, or he can play out wide. And we know with Yamal, he can play both on the left or the right. I know the right position is his best position, but you get my point. At the end of the day, the squad depth is important. And look, this is also something that we need to take into account. Salah is a world-class winger, right, who has been playing at the top level for a long time. What does having a player like Salah does to the locker room to a player like Yamal, right? A player like Yamal learns from a player like Salah. It's very similar to Messi, right? Messi was a player who was highly rated from the moment he came to the club. But here's the thing with Messi. When Messi was at Barcelona, you know who was at the club? We had Ronaldinho, we had Deco, we had Eto'o. We had so many great players that he could learn from. He was a student learning from some of the best teachers, right? So at the end of the day, Yamal's potential is incredible. But guess what? Having a player like Salah near you, right? To learn from a player like Salah, to learn different styles of play, is only going to make you better as a footballer. You understand what I'm saying? Because Yamal is still young and is still learning, right? So I think, honestly, if the club are serious about trying to get him in, they should. However, here's the thing. I'm going to be very honest. I don't want to keep... I don't know what a Salah is asking for when it comes to a long-term contract. Is he asking for maybe like a 3-year contract? Right? Is he asking like for a 3-4 year contract? Because if that's what he's asking for, I'm not with it. Honestly, for me, I only see him staying at the club maximum 2 years. 2 years, and then he can go to Saudi and retire, right? And as far as money is concerned, I'm going to be real. We don't have the money to be basically trying to give him crazy amounts of money. I'm sorry, but we don't. And that's where I also think that this deal is very unlikely, because at the end of the day, if he's demanding this from Liverpool, is he going to demand the same thing from us, Barcelona? And if he is, then it's not going to happen, right? And because of basically that, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, listen, if he's willing to compromise to come and join us, I'll take him. But if he's not willing to compromise, then we do have to look at other areas. Now, speaking of other options, one of those options potentially is this guy right here. Now, Francisco Trincao, for many Barcelona fans, we know who this guy is. He was a former Barcelona player who we signed from Braga back in 2020. And let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen, was he really giving much of a chance? Not really. But here's the important thing. Ever since he's gone to Sporting, he's actually went to another level, right? He's actually been playing very well since he's been there, right? At the end of the day, if we can't get Salah, honestly, what is there to lose? Francisco Trincao is a very, very good player who has been a revelation under Amorim. Yeah, under Amorim, he's been playing some of the best football of his career over there at Sporting. And the most important thing is this, right? And this is why I'm looking at this deal right here, is that we have an advantage. According to the Portuguese media, Manchester City and Bayern Munich are actually looking at him. Right, they're actually looking at him, but the important thing is we have a sell-on clause in his contract, a 50% sell-on clause. But something that people don't mention in the Portuguese media don't mention is that Barcelona have a buyback clause in his contract. We have a buyback clause for 20 million, ladies and gentlemen, which is insane to think about, right? 20 million, and we can get this player back. Now, the way I look at it is, if we can bring in Salah, what is there to lose? This guy is coming in and he's coming to his own now. And at the end of the day, it's an incredible, it's very good squad depth, right? At the end of the day, he is going to be a good squad depth. And he's been doing well. I've been rating him very highly. I watched him against Manchester City when they played in the Champions League against Manchester City. I'll be keeping my eye on him against Arsenal, right, to see his progress. But he's a very, very good player. And he's definitely gone to another level since he's gone back to Portugal and to Sporting Lisbon under Amorim. So I'm looking at him and I'm saying, listen, at the end of the day, what is there to lose, right? We have a 20 million buyback clause in our contract. We have a 50% sell-on clause, which means that if we don't decide to buy him back, wherever Sporting do decide to sell him, we get 50% of the money from it. Now, where do I stand on this? I look at this in two ways, right? At the end of the day, I want squad depth, and I also want the best players. Now, here's the thing with Barcelona, right? Problem is sometimes with my club is we like shooting ourselves in the foot. What do I mean by that? Francisco Trincao is a player who naturally plays wild in the right. And the problem is Barcelona have basically chosen Yamal to be the main guy in that right side. Now, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Barcelona decide, but wait a minute, doesn't he play out in the right? We don't want competition for Yamal, and I don't want that bullshit. I want all the competition in the club. I don't care, man. Stop this idea of we want this player, so this is the player we're going to stick with. Nah, fuck that. Bring the best players in the team and let them fight out for the positions. That's how you're going to get the most competitive team in the league. And that's what we need to do. I'm not hearing any of this nonsense. So the way I see it is, we should be looking at trying to bring him back to the club, right? Because at the end of the day, having a player like Yamal and Trincao playing out in the right, and also, let's be clear, he can also play out in the left as well. This is just more squad depth, right? We should look at bringing back Francisco Trincao. But listen, I'm not stupid. I'm not saying that, at the end of the day, I know what this club is like. We might just decide, now, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna sell him because at the end of the day, we can get him for more money. Fine, do that. Do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I'm not hearing this. And honestly, I do want him back. But listen, guys, this is all I did wanted to talk about today, guys. It is just basically a short video. But listen, guys, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that Barcelona should be going in for Salah at his age? Do you think that Barcelona should be considered in trying to bring back Trincao back to the club? Or, and this is something I actually forgot to mention, but I will go into more detail about it tomorrow on my live stream, which is a potential that we might use the Trincao deal to potentially bring in Gyökeres, but I'll go into detail about that tomorrow on my stream tomorrow. But at the end of the day, like I said, would you guys rather bring in Trincao back to the club, or would you rather them selling him to a Bayern Munich or to a Manchester City? But yeah, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Vesca Barca, and peace, you guys. Take care.